Absolutely. This is off of a request. Shout out to my brother Healer, aka Focus Ball. Salute. And I did a majority of my research on this today, and y'all are gonna enjoy this. A lot of you don't even know who the hell this is and what's going on. But I've called this show The Curious Situation of Ian Machado Garry. It's an MMA fighter. Now, I cover boxing and, maybe a little bit of MMA if I feel like it. Very limited on True Titan LLC. But This is actually a pep talk conversation. Y'all going to see exactly what I'm talking about. This is something special. So salute. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is a Painful Excellence podcast, and this may be painful for some. Healer, salute, good brother. The beautiful love is the word. Eric Jordan, salute. Caesar T. Mag, man, good to see you, good brother. Salute. Jared, what's going on? Chilltown Majors, Al Boski, Night Train, Cop Killer, 88 Sports Talk, Jeff Spark, salute. Kane, the bad guy, ES, Jose Diaz, salute. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate that, Caesar. Now, let me explain to you what's going on in this picture. Okay, obviously these are MMA fighters. The brother on the left, his name is Jeff Neal, and they were fighting at UFC 290. I really didn't pay attention. A little background on this kid, Ian. What I know is that he's Irish. He has an attitude, and surprise, surprise, he's from the hometown of the country of Conor McGregor. So obviously he got that going on. But I understand this kid is really good. I understand this kid is really good. He's making some waves. And yeah. So, I don't know him to hate on him or nothing like that. And let me explain to you what's going on in this picture. Rod Neal, salute. As you can see, he's trolling homie Jeff Neal, because obviously Jeff did something where he got arrested, and that's his mugshot. He put it on a shirt, and he was trolling. And I pulled up this article from July. So I'm assuming the fight happened already. I didn't really care to, find out what happened. But basically, he said he's going to delete him. He's going to make him pay for it. Now, I don't know what happened. I didn't research that. But I want you to pay attention to this picture, because who won the fight is irrelevant. I want to talk about the situation. So I gave you the background of what kind of person this kid Ian is. He's a showman. You know what I'm saying? He's going to build his reputation off of. He's going to build his fame off of being infamous. I don't know if y'all got the connection with I don't know if you get the connection with Conor McGregor. His name, Infamous. If you can't be famous, you can achieve fame by being infamous. I see you here. I'll send you a link in a second. So I understand what he's doing. He's part of his shtick is being an a-hole. And then here comes this kid. So I get it. But I want you to pay attention to the right side of the screen. There's an innocent little baby there. And you see that woman in the back? That's what this show is about. That woman, her name is Leila Anna-Lee. She's the author. Well, I'll get to what she wrote in a minute. She's Brazilian. I guess she's a pretty woman, right? And that's his wife. And the brother Healer sent me a list of things that this young man has decided to do. And when I read it, I almost threw my phone off my balcony. I said, this ain't real. So, oh, she's not Brazilian, she's British? Okay, whatever the hell. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to play audio because I don't want to play the video. But 3 days ago, because people are dragging her. I didn't know about this story, and people are dragging her real bad. I'm like, what's going on here? And I did a little research, and I said, yo, what the fudge brownie is happening here? So they've been getting out on Twitter, on all kinds of social media. The MMA world, they got a hold of this, and there's a bunch of people talking about this. This has nothing to do with MMA. This has to do with the makeup of their relationship. And I'm curious to know what makes this tick. And I'll give you my assessment at the end of all this. So what I'm about to play is you'll hear Ian, and then you'll hear her explaining everything. So here we go. Fair use.
Good morning. Right. There's been a lot of shit being said online about me, my family, my personal life. All of it's fucking nuts. So my wife decided to...
This kid ain't even 30 yet, by the way. And from what I understand, this woman is about 16 years older than her. Hear, is she like 13 or 16 years older than her? Older than him? She's significantly older than him. She's in her 40s, and I think she's like, what is he? 26? She's in her 40s. I think he's like 26 or something. That's what makes this brilliant. But what we're gonna do, okay, whatever. Yeah, she is 40 and he's 26. Listen to this, y'all.
Cut back a little bit, give some truth to the story. And yeah, so look, my wife is the most intelligent person I've ever met. That's why I married her. That's why I fell in love with her. She's...
And I'm not gonna deny that. And you'll see why. You heard what he said, right? You'll see why.
Awesome. Now, if you think you're gonna talk about me or my kids or my team or my family, and me and her not clap back.
Me or my kids or my team or my family. Me or my kids or my team or my family. Me or my kids or my team or my family. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, please. Keep that in mind. Kids, team, family. Kids, team, family. Kids, team, family. Young Hollywood, salute. Watch this, y'all. Just listen.
Then you're fucking nuts. Listen to what she has to say.
So, some content creators and MMA media are having a fucking field day on my private life, and seeming as content creation is, you're not the only ones that make content. I thought we'll have a little chat about this. Let's have a little talk about it, because this ain't my first rodeo. Let's start with some self-defamation, things that I've done, things that are accounted truthfully to me. And then what we'll do is we'll get on to the lies, like this crazy shit. Looking at the hate, the majority of the clips and the comments that I'm getting, without a doubt, the biggest thing that I've done wrong is age. I've gotten older. I've had a birthday every year, and that's fucking disgusting coming from a woman, especially. Getting older is not acceptable.
Okay. Let me dissect that for a second. Dapper Don's ATL Unanimous Boxing salute, fam. Oh yeah, 88, you caught that? It's not her first rodeo. Kofa in the building, salute. This ain't her first rodeo. Stormy B-Man, salute. It's not her first rodeo. She's 40, he's 26. Notice how she's making it about her age. Because people are saying, yeah, she's old or whatever. And she's saying, oh, it's a crime, not to age. I mean, it's a crime to age. Go to your social media right now and look up what they said about Leonardo DiCaprio on his last dating choice. Because he's like my age, damn near, right? And he was dating some model chick that was like 19, 20. Yo. So he's a creep, though. But this is okay. And he put a ring on it. And I'm gonna show you why this is very important. So now She's saying, okay, wow, I'm old. It's a crime to get old? Okay, let's listen to her.
So I'm a little bit, I fucked up there. I'm 40, and to people who haven't met me and are sat at home, that's really disturbing to them. They're really very upset about it and spending a great deal of time telling me how horrendous it is that I'm 40. Another thing that I did is that I dated someone almost 14 years younger than me.
That's not the crime, baby. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna show y'all what the crime is. That's not the crime. Because I told y'all, I went through a period where I was in my early 20s dating chicks in their 40s. That wasn't the crime. I'm gonna show y'all what the crime is. I'm just gonna let her speak her piece. I'll say alleged crime. I'm not gonna tell us the alleged crime. Allegedly.
Just date him, married him, Ian. And that has really deeply shocked some people. It's shocked them so much that it's definitely not laced with sexism. It's affected their thoughts on everyone in the industry, including males who are dating females of the exact same age gap. They've definitely been offended by that as well.
I'm telling y'all, that's not the problem. She's making it seem like she's being attacked because she's 40 and he's 26 and he put a ring on it. That's not the problem. That's not why people are going nuts. I'm gonna show y'all. Mrs. Shelton, salute. Just let's keep listening.
On to truth number 2, and this one's the big reveal. I wrote a book called How to Be a Wag. Now that statement itself is a little bit of a stretch. I can hardly call myself an author of an 11-page Audible-only satire story that was...
Did y'all catch that? Philip D, salute. Eric H, salute. Did y'all catch that? She wrote a book called How to Be a Wag. I'm glad you asked, Love is the Word. Love is the Word says, what is that? I'm glad you asked. And this is why people were like, what? This is the book. And let me explain something to you. She wrote this book, I think like in 2010. Ian was only about 14 years old when she wrote this book. You want to know what this book is about? I got you covered. How to Be a Wag, the ultimate guide to catching the man of your dreams. The hot new career option. They refer to it as a career option, y'all. The hot new career option is to be a wag. And we're here to tell you how to become part of the most prestigious Wives and Girlfriends Wags Club. Wives and Girlfriends. That's what a wag is. Ever dreamed of walking in the footsteps of the likes of Victoria Beckham, Cheryl Cole, or Colleen Rooney? Those are women that are dating famous guys. This guide has everything you need to know. We tell you how to pull off wag style and give great makeup tips. There's advice on dealing with paparazzi, partying like a wag diets, because you got to look a certain way. Remember, I didn't say this. This is a woman saying this now. And you see how she's built. I didn't say this. This is a woman saying this now. Wag diets and much more. If you want to bag the next David Beckham or flirt with the likes of Fernando Torres, this guide is for you. This is the only guide you'll need to become the next #1 wag. Okay, Magazine's Leila Anna-Lee is celebrating. Is a celebrity guru mingling with the wags and top celebs at red carpet events and after show parties. This is her official guide to becoming a wag. On sale, Amazon. Mark Wunderlich, salute. There you go. So now, this book came out when that boy was 14. And guess what? It's in plain view. When he wifed her, his alumni and MMA fighters were like, bro, you're about to be a rock star. You're about to be the next Conor McGregor, who I think is the highest paid. He's the highest paid. Ain't he the highest paid MMA fighter like ever? This kid is on the cusp of that, and he's gonna have to split it with her. And they say this bitch wrote a book on how to jack niggas like you 10 years ago when you was dry humping your bed every morning. He ain't listen. And it's gonna get worse. It gets worse. It gets worse for him. Now let's finish with what she had to say.
Written in 2010. Now 2010, that context is key because that was during the FIFA World Cup where I was working at OK Magazine, working with various different gossip mags, and we were creating this hilarious satire look at wives and girlfriends in football. That's what WAG stands for, wives and girlfriends. It's got nothing to do with age. And I wasn't even then, I wasn't 40 then, was I? So come on, a little bit of ass. If you want to call me an author for that, sweet. I think it was more of a lighthearted.
So now she put that on Amazon. I don't know how many units it sold. And after this, I'm pretty sure after this, now that this is out, it's going to sell more units. You know why? Because she's generated compliance. She's living what she put in that book. And she's trying to discredit her book. Too late. Don't discredit, stand on it. That's my only critique. And I'm going to show you why she needs to stand on it. I'm going to show you why. Let's finish what she has to say.
Podcast, but I was well ahead of my time. That satirical look is, if you listen to it, really silly. And anyone who takes it as fact has completely missed the mark. Lo and behold, I'll hold my hands up. Sarcasm isn't well taken, especially with American audiences. British humor and British sarcasm is often lost. At the time, it was a huge success, and
okay. Now we don't get sarcasm. You know what that reminds me of? You know what that reminds me of? I want you guys, because we're American and we don't get British humor. A little bit of boxing talk real quick. You know what this reminds me of how she says that? Fellas, do y'all remember the height of the AJ Deontay Wilder thing? When those Brits would come into our chats and talk about they bet AJ could really lay it down in the bedroom. Yeah, I know. He looked like he has, some dude said he has one hung to his knee. And I said, whoa, what's going on here? What is this? No. I have a sense of humor. That's just gay. And I don't play like that. That's what y'all doing in the UK? No, thank you. You understand? When BFTB is getting emails like this, okay? That was 2019, y'all. Don't tell me I don't have a sense of humor. This is gay. Okay? Who makes time to create a Gmail account just to send that to a brother? Come on, man. Stop it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I back up everything I say, y'all. Do you have a big Corey? Fury's in there asking Ngannou about his penis. Are you kidding me? Clarence McLean, salute. So I'm really not interested in what else she has to say. Y'all get the gist. Now she's making it about, oh, people are mad. And leave it to a woman like that to try and detour and make it something that it's really not. It has nothing to do with the age gap. He made that choice. It has everything to do with that book you wrote when that kid was like 10 years old. Or 14 or whatever the hell. He was a kid. And all his alumni were saying, yo, bro, do you know about this book? You heard her say that this is not her first rodeo, right? Now, I just told you that this was going to get worse. This is why this is a weird situation. And salute the healer, because he sent this to me and I did research on it and I said, what is? I said, is this for real? I said, this ain't real. And then I put it in the search engine on YouTube. Holy cow. Everyone's talking about this. Gerard, salute, Harlem. This has nothing to do with the age gap. It's her. And I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. Watch this, y'all. Salute to Eric Jordan in that super chat. He said, AJ is one of the biggest disappointments. Monkey ishing in his boots. You know, and bro, wait till you see the AJ video I do. It's going to shock y'all. It's going to shock y'all. Salute, E. I appreciate that. Now, you ready for this crap? Because when I read it, Healer sent it to me on my text and I'm reading. I said, this ain't right. Okay. Y'all read the title? Y'all see the title? It says, The Curious Situation of Ian Machado Garry. Does that name Machado sound like an Irish name? No, right? Oh boy. Y'all want to know what this young man did? Put this picture back up here. You see that baby he's carrying? That's her baby, but that's not his baby. That's someone else's baby. Am I right on that? I want to be clear. Healer, am I right on that? That's somebody else's baby. But he did impregnate her. So she's going to spit out his kid. Locked in. She's locked in. She's living that book that she wrote that she don't want to take responsibility for, but she's leaving it. And I'm telling you why she needs to take responsibility for it, because you know why? Being that she's living what she wrote in that book, those sales should be through the roof. And she need to be giving courses. She need to milk this. So that's not his baby. She's about to spit out his baby, right? And I need you guys to understand this. That name Machado is Brazilian. It's Latin, whatever the hell. You know, this mofo added that name and made it his middle name so all those kids could have the same name.
Whoa! What the that's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he courting, he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courting, he did ride Crambo.
What? The International Quiet Storm. Salute, good brother. Yo. I said, nah. He must be mistaken. I went online. Nope. Y'all heard what I said. It gets worse, y'all. Look what Healer said. It was his last name first, Ian Gary Machado. But people clown him so much, he made it his middle name. Y'all see this? Wait a minute. Sticky Fingers. Slam. 1992. But wait, it gets worse. You think it don't get no worse than this, right? No. It gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. I don't care about the age. I don't care about him choosing to marry her. At least he put a ring on it. I'll give him credit for that. Some guys don't mind taking care of other people's kids. I don't care about that. But that name thing, shit. Wait a minute. that name Machado should be deleted. You take my last name, Garry, with 2 R's. And all those kids, my kid has my last name. You got my last name. He has my last name. And that kid that's yours from the previous marriage, because she's divorced, he can keep his father's last name. And speaking of the prior marriage, y'all ain't ready for this shit. Salute the champ side. Press 1 if you're ready for this. Press 1 if you're ready for this. Because I couldn't believe this. I was reading this. I said, this ain't real. And I went online. It's 100% facts. Press 1 if you're ready for this. I was like, bruh, what is going on? And I'm going to show you, this has nothing to do with the UFC or the latest match. Listen, this is all pep talk. And it's really not what you think. That baby. Focus Ball said that's not his baby. That's not the baby that he was carrying. Okay, fine. That's someone else's baby. The father of that child is also his nutritionist, which is her ex-husband. Put him on a vegan diet, and he's not even vegan. The goddamn guy's name is Richard Cullen. That's him. It gets a little worse, y'all. It gets a little worse. It gets a little worse. It gets a little worse. You ready for this? You ready for this? Why? Why that nigga live with them? Now, let's read. Who is Richard Cullen? Explaining the controversy surrounding his involvement with UFC star Ian Garry and his wife Leila Anna-Lee. The name Richard Cullen has made a lot of headlines over the past few days because of his involvement with UFC star Ian Garry and his wife Leila Anna-Lee. Cullen, a renowned sports nutritionist, was brought into Garry's camp by his wife, Leila Anna-Lee. What the fuck device is this that I'm looking at? This looks dead wrong. What the hell is that? What is that? Pause. What the hell is that? That blue thing? What the fuck is that? You know what? I'm not even going to ask. Whatever, man. Jesus. He's brought into Garry's camp back in 2021. It has also been suggested that the sports nutritionist lives and travels with Garry's family. However, what most people don't know is that Richard Cullen is the ex-husband of Leila. The two got married back in 2014 and had a son, Lucas, shortly after. However, their marriage did not last, and the two ended up separating. After a failed marriage with Cullen, Anna started seeing Garry, and after dating a few years, the two tied the knot last year in 2022. That said, it's safe to say that things seem to be pretty awkward from the outsider's perspective. As a result, many in the MMA community have criticized the move, as it is believed that Ann-Lee brought in Cullen as a nutritionist because of her past relationship with him. Now, this dude named Sean Strickland, I did a video on Sean Strickland a while ago. Sean Strickland was the guy. He said, "Yo, man, it's okay." He said something about, deleting people, and he caught no heat. But when Deontay said, I wanted a body on my record, the world went crazy. He said something 10 times worse, and nobody said anything. But Strickland said, I never talk about a fighter's girls, but, schmuck it. I almost feel bad for Ian Garry at this point. Bro, your girl is a succubus. Sorry, bro. It happens to us all once. It happens to us all once. You got played. #WAG. Hope you have a good prenup. Now, let me say this. Hey, Tay, Drip was good. The price dropped on it for a purchase. The sale should go through the roof. And she needs to stand on it. And I'm going to tell you why. Here's my opinion on this woman. I applaud this woman. Yo, salute, Drip. I appreciate you. I applaud this woman. If she ain't got no prenup, I don't know who his OGs are. And his UFC alumni tried to warn him. Strickland wasn't the only one. There's a bunch of people I heard trying to warn him. Like, yo, what are you doing? Yo, when you was like 14 years old, she wrote this book. Here it is. Can't tell him nothing. He tied the knot. Knocked her up. Took her. Wait a minute. Took her. Is that her ex? Yo, Healer. Is that her ex-husband's last name that he put in his name? Village Brother, salute. Y'all hear this? No, Cullen, I'm sorry. Machado, he added that name so it could fit the kids. And now they talking about he lives in a house with them? Listen, she's winning. She got the ex on the payroll, still got him around, and got this new young rock star, UFC rock star. Got him in the cuck hold. That's an MMA move for those of you. It's called the cuck hold, which is exactly what she's doing. She's winning. I'm not mad at her. Why? Because these two motherfuckers are allowing this to happen. You have dudes all around, and all he's saying is shut up and mind your business. So you know what? Okay. He's 26, she's 40. She is imposing her will. My question is, where are all the women to call her a creep? Because understand, Leonardo DiCaprio was a creep. Remember that? Leonardo was a creep. Right? Leonardo was a creep for dating a 20-year-old or something like that. Said nothing. Young Hollywood in that super chat, salute. Said, just showing love, OG, man. I appreciate you. Much love, man. Appreciate you. Yep. She's winning. He said, her dad is Irish. Her mom is Brazilian. Her mom is Machado. So he took her mom's, oh my God. He took the mother's last name. And you see, like I said, taking care of a baby. Some dudes can do that. He knocked her up, married her. He did the right thing. I ain't got no problem with the age gap. I ain't got no problem with him marrying her and doing all that stuff. But I would have a problem with that book. I would have a problem with that book. Like, yo, what's this? And she brushed it off as a joke. It wasn't a joke. Brushed it off as a joke. It's not a joke. And then she somehow moved this dude in with them. You got to draw the line, man. But if he's only 26. Let's say that's me and I found out about all of this later. First of all, your ex ain't moving in with us. Cut that shit out. He could prepare my meals and put me on a diet plan from over there. He ain't moving in here. What the fuck you think this is? That's number one. Number two, how could I say this? I got to be as blunt as I can. If he was the pimping, he would maximize that dollar. That WAG book is 10 years old, or he was 14 when it came out. He need to pull her to the side and be like, yo, look, get on this. I want you to stand on this book, start promoting it again, reach out to these feminist channels and say, my husband's good with this. Matt, start a YouTube. Stand on this book. It's worth millions. I'll help you support it. Give seminars. Have these airhead chicks thinking that you're winning out here. You see, a lot of cats don't get what I just said. I know 78 would get it. The book's out. It was out when he was a kid. But if he was the pimping, he would have understood what I just said. How many of y'all grown men understand what I said? Yeah, love is the word. He's still a boy, so he don't understand that. You see, if that was, I'm literally old enough to be his father. If I was around him, I would say, bro, don't be getting online arguing with people and threatening people. You can kick everyone's ass talking about you. Here's what you do. I would have told him to do exactly that. That book's out. They want to throw it in your face. Maximize it. She probably ain't even make $1 million off that book. But fucking with you, she can. Niggas think you a cuck. Let them think that. First thing she need to do is start a YouTube channel. Second thing you need to do is stand on that book. And every time someone throw a mic in my face, yeah, your marriage, what we do in our house, what we do, we happy. And every time they ask me, I'm going to say, we happy, we good, everything's working. And you talk about that book until the wheels fall off. You make sure those say, you add to that book, write another book. He could look like a simp as long as he's winning in the ring. Write another book, add to that book, do something, maximize this. Make her go on tour. Make her give seminars. Man, all you got to do with these women is tell them anything that sounds good and what they want to hear. Pander these bitches. Maximize your dollar. What are you talking about? But he's 26. If he was really the pimping, and she's 40, and she said this ain't her first rodeo. You want to have this nigga move in? He's the breadwinner, right? He's a young stallion. He deserves to have some fun. You think she can't get a hold of some chicks to bring him on? If he's into that sort of thing, call some bitches. If we're going to do this, let's do it. Own it. This is why I'm not mad at her. But what he needs to do is maximize it. This is bread here. Because at any point, listen, it's the fight game. Nonito, salute. Rachel, salute. You're only as good as your next fight. It's MMA. You could be on the rise and you could be, killing it in one head kick. Look what happened to Ronda Rousey. One head kick. No one even talks about her anymore. You know what? That head kick and how she lost and how she acted and behaved after the loss, that's what people remember. Not when she was running through people and beating people in record times and Joe Rogan saying, it is an honor to be in the ring with you. And then Dana White saying, yo, in a street fight, she would totally beat up Floyd Mayweather. I said, she's a woman. She would try and flip him and judo him and he'll rag her up and beat the shit out. What are you talking about? People are really thinking that. One head kick changed it all. This kid right now, he's on fire. One head kick, one bad submission. He could lose 5 in a row. And that'll be over. And she might be on to the next. What he needs to do is stay on top of his game, ignore the critics, ignore people talking about him, and maximize her, your wife. How do you get people to think that they can? How do you get to control people? You get them to believe that they're in control. But you can generate compliance by allowing them to believe that they're in control. He should be happy about that book, singing his praises. Don't put the camera on her. You the boss. You tell her when the camera's off, yo, write another book. Write another book. Give a seminar. Stand on this wag. Let's get some shirts made. When you come to the next event, we're going to hire 10 bitches to wear a wag shirt. Sit right in the front row. And I bet you those MMA guys, they're going to be like, yo, who that? Who that? Who that? You know how those Vegas chicks be looking? Come on, man. Stop. Stand on it. Maximize your dollar. Own it. She's winning. But I'm saying he could win also. I'm not mad at her. He's doing it. But he don't want to mess up. Eric Jordan, that super chat salute. He says, hey, yo, what the F? Bro's a simp. How wow, it couldn't be me. Yo, listen, it's not for everybody. But for all we know, see, things like this, it could wear on them if people keep talking. There's an MMA channel. I forgot the guy's name, but he's very popular. He's a British dude, I think. And he actually went back at him. He went at him on Twitter, I think. It's a huge MMA channel. I was listening to it today. I forget his name. He's pretty good. What are you gonna do? Run around beat up YouTubers, man? Can't do that. There's a way to own this, man. It's like tripping in public, but you catch yourself and you just start jogging. You're like, shit, I hope no one saw that. Yeah, own it, man. Said start an LLC. Only own 1%. Rest owned by a trust. Start the YouTube on the LLC. All monies flow through the LLC and trust. And then no one can grab it or sue you personally. Rach, you're giving away way too much game. You're giving away way too. Someone had to pay for that. But watch this. Y'all remember when I turned my channel into an LLC? Why do you think I did that? I ain't gonna tell you what else happened behind that, but you notice a lot of bullshit stopped, right? Remember I kept saying, yo, you doing this shit? You fucking with my money? Yeah. Fuck you, pay me. Yeah, you giving away mad game. We say, if they sue you, only worth 1%. Rest ain't technically yours. See? Hey? Mm-hmm. A lot of game right there. A lot of game. A lot of game. A lot of game. See, Kofi, bro, I'm telling you. Yup. That's right. That's right. This is free game right here. Oh, no, it wasn't those, Tay-Tay. It wasn't those. It's a British guy. It was a British. What's this guy's name? He has a beard. I think he's Irish too. He got like 160,000 subs. But I was listening to him talk about this. I was just going around YouTube listening to people's opinion. I said, man, my God. And everyone thinks that this guy is in the sunken place. He's not. Listen, this is probably, and I'm not being funny. Let's just be honest. They don't listen. And I ain't being funny. In Ireland, he probably never seen nothing like that before. He's a kid. He grew up. How he grew up, I don't know if he was poor. I don't know if that's his story. He might have been middle class. I don't know. But he's looking at her and he probably said, you know, I'll never get anything this hot ever in my life. And like I said, he slept with her. He knocked her up. Yeah, MMA guru. That's him. That's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy. Real quick, Focus Ball, I'm sending you a link. And hold on. Rach, I'm sending you a link because now I want you to touch on that that information real quick so people can hear it. If you got a minute, you could jump on. If you got a second, you could jump on. So I sent y'all the link. I am not mad at her. My advice to him would be maximize it. This is not going away. You might enter your next fight and people be laughing at you and holding up her book and trying to clown you. Your next opponent is going to clown you. They're going to try and get your head with this. What you need to do is own it and maximize your dollar. You understand? Own it. Salute, Rach.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing.
So that information you just said, how could this young man use it? Ian Machado Garry.
I mean, I think the whole thing is about protecting yourself and, well, protecting everything, right? Like, everything is a business. That's especially if you're in entertainment, whether or not it's someone that's within your household or making a name out of it. Like, you have to protect it within your business. And a lot of, I think we've seen this a bunch of times, that fighters just don't see themselves as protected businesses because they think themselves as independent contractors all the time. Right. You do get fighters that, you know, they start branding themselves, and, you know, they start doing merch and all this other stuff. But really, protecting yourself within that is a whole different game. So I say that because I don't know how many fighters I've talked to whose women, and you can insert any boxer's name that you know the story about, where a baby mama comes after them and cleans them, right? Completely out. If you reverse time and instead you set up an LLC that you own 1% of and 99% is owned by a business trust that you're a trustee of, then when she says you own everything you own, I'm going after for child support, you only own 1%.
That's that loophole.
It is. And that goes for, you know, anything that people are making money off of, books. Because the thing with books, like, you open yourself up for lawsuits sometimes too, right? So you want to make sure that those books are, maybe because there could be slander, libel, anything that is in that book, or trade secrets that possibly you signed off on. You sell it under the LLC, then the LLC protects you from any of those liabilities. If they try to sue you as a fighter personally and say, oh, well, you said this to them and they published it, again, you're only worth 1%. What are you going to do?
Wow. So that's sort of like a bizarre Chapter 11 type of thing where it protects what you got, and the LLC protects you in a sense.
Yeah, The LLC, like I said, like if you get in a car accident, you own your house, it's under your name. You own the LLC, it's under your name 100%. Anything else, like, so they can go after your assets. Your LLC is an asset. If you own 100%, if you only own 50% of it, then they can only take 50%. But if you literally own 1%, like, what are they going to go after? You take out a salary every for your living expenses, fashion, food, fun. You might do 60,000, you might do 100,000 per year, but you're paying taxes on 100,000, and that's all you're worth. So if anyone ever comes after you and they take you to court and they're like, you're going to pay me $5 million for this thing, it's like, I'm only worth 60,000. They're like, well, you're in this LLC. It's like, I only own 1%.
Oh man, that's free game, ladies and gentlemen. Kane, I hope that answers the question. He was asking, how can he maximize it without her eventually taking the majority in the courtroom? I think that question got answered.
He doesn't own it, and the person who owns it, well, the business trust that owns it they don't own. So Guy doesn't own it. He's only a trustee. So even if she tries to attack it, they're going to say that he is not the owner of the business trust. He's a trustee. He can get benefits from it, but he doesn't own it. So you can't sue that. If you can only sue for what you own, your assets.
Wow.
And yes, Tom, as Etheridge says, it also protects you in divorce. It super protects you in divorce. And I try to tell these boxers all the time, I'm like, yeah, you didn't get anyone pregnant yet. You didn't get married yet. If you get all this set up correctly, you don't need a damn prenup. You don't own anything. It's like, do you remember that soccer player where the model tried to go after him and he had everything in his mom's name?
Yes.
Okay. The only problem is if mom dies, right? Then you're paying estate taxes and all this other stuff. But the thing is, if you are just a trustee of all these things that are set up, it doesn't matter. She's not going to be able to touch it anyway. So you want to have it before you pop out a kid or before you get married. You don't even have to have the prenup conversation.
Oh my God. Men, listen, man. Listen. Are y'all listening to this? This is beneficial, man. Start your own business, start an LLC, and get busy. It's not that hard. Become a brand. Oh my God, this is easier than a prenup. You ain't got to go through all of this.
Nope. You become a brand, you pull a salary from it just based on what you need. Literally what you need. When I say fun, food, and fashion, that's what you take off of that as your salary. The rest flows into a business trust that's you're the trustee of. What does it matter? You have all operating rights on what happens with that money. And then all your business assets should be held in the business trust. So even if you have to close down the LLC, bankrupt the LLC, open up a new one. Same structure.
Oh, wow.
The LLC doesn't own assets. The business trust does.
My brother Drip said, Bow Wow said the same thing. Net worth is different from earnings. Yeah. KP was good. He said Donald Trump did it. This is like a life hack, y'all. And a lot of these athletes just don't know.
They don't know or they don't listen. I've told so many boxers this. And they don't listen. They're like, oh, it's not going to happen to me. And I'm like, listen, you don't want it to. I'm not trying to say like you should look at anyone sideways like that. But you got to protect what you worked for. I mean, look at Tio when he fought Kambosos and he said that he had to take the fight because he only had $20,000 in his bank. What are you talking about? She wiped it?
How did he only have 20 grand in the bank?
That's what she said. That's what he said. That's why he said, like, even though he couldn't breathe or whatever, He had to come back in. He still had to fight.
You say he can't breathe. He came out with that shirt, the Black Lives Matter shirt. I can't breathe. He can't boast his fucking up. He came out with I can't breathe. My brother, the General, 78 Sports TV, he said, Drew, I got a crazy show for you next week, but it's risky. It might upset the system. I don't care. Hit me, bro. Was you watching? Do you know what this show's about, bro? Did you see what this dude, Ian Machado? Oh man, this is bad. Yo, I want to know what that is, man. We could do it. I'm with it. I don't care. That's crazy. So yeah, but I kind of figured, Tio just don't understand. Tio had a nervous breakdown a while ago, but he's admitted crazy. He's been in therapy and all kinds of shit. Yeah. Oh, watch it. You didn't know Machado isn't his real name though, but he rocks it because he basically took Shorty's name. Okay, now Rachel, I don't know what your maiden name is, but what if Nonito changed his last name to your name? Wouldn't that be kind of like weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what this dude did. He put the last name in and made it his middle name, so all the kids could have the last name. But the problem is, well, he don't think it's a problem. Not only is he taking care of another man's baby, but she's knocked up with his baby. They got that name Machado going on. And the ex-husband allegedly now lives with them, and that's also his nutritionist. All in the same house. Now look, it sounds crazy, but I'm not mad at her because she's winning. She's winning. I ain't mad at her. 78. She's the pimpin'. She's the pimpin'. And guess what else she did, Rachel? She made him the nutritionist, her ex-husband who lives in the house, made him vegan. Focus Ball, I sent you the link. If you got a minute.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he changed his diet, moved the ex-husband in the house, added her name, the maiden name, into your name. She's 40, he's 26. She sold a book on how to do this shit. You didn't get it? Hold on. Man, listen. I know I sent it to you. It's focusball@gmail.com, right? Damn it.
You just gave everyone his email.
Oh shit, that was bright.
I know it's Friday, Drew, but seriously.
God damn it.
It's like your phone number and your address is still the same, right?
Yeah, your phone number and address, you still live on 1313 Mockingbird Lane, right? Oh, it's the Focus Ball. Duh.
You're just
There
compounding the issue.
There you go, bro. Fuck. I had a long day. I'm sorry. Damn. Yeah, man. That's a good game. Maybe I'll send it to homie in the email, but I'm sure she won't appreciate that shit.
No, and LLC his name.
She'll probably tell him not to do it. She'll probably say, put an LLC in my name. Put all your shit. Give me all your shit. Give me your shit.
Well, if you let her do that, then yes. But if he does it, then anytime that he mentions it, then he has rights to it.
Tom said Ricky Williams took his wife's last name. I forgot what it is, but he just gave it away. Gave away his brand. What? What is wrong with some of these brothers? What are they doing? Not Ricky Williams, the channel. Not our brother Ricky Williams that be in the chat. Not him. Yo. That's crazy. LLC your life, y'all. It takes nothing. And with everything online, listen, it's beneficial. My God. Yeah, Night Train, that's the Monsters address. Yeah, the football player, yeah. 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Oh my gosh, man. But I'm hearing this kid, because I never heard of this kid, you know.
He's drunk. I'm only low key. Apparently, I'm not high key.
Oh,
I don't know. Should I be like disrespected because I'm only low key, not high key?
not hockey.
I don't know, 78. I don't know how I'm supposed to take that. Like low key only. Like I'm a secret. I'm like in the closet, fine, but not out in public.
Yo, man, yo. Next November is gonna be so lit, man.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be so lit. Yo, 78, Black and Cece's, they coming through. They're gonna come hang out with us.
And we're getting arrested. It just went from lit to arrested real quick.
It's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. Focus boy, where you at, good brother? Oh, that's gonna be funny as hell. Yeah, I see why people want to goddamn verbally assassinate you, Rachel, because you just got. Oh shit! He said he ain't trying to get whooped by Donito, so it's low key. Oh shit! I'm gonna get a new cowboy hat. Yo, can we rent a horse down there?
And ride it on the strip?
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are about riding horses on the strip. I mean, there's right behind the airport are a bunch of horse properties. That's what they're known for. So there's horses if you go right behind the airport. They're all 3 acres plus with horses. So I mean, yeah, you can.
I only want to do it so your son can make fun of me. That's the only reason why I want to do it. I'm gonna get up there and ride a horse.
Dude, he said like he's all right. So next Halloween, I'm gonna be the evil cowboy. I'm like, okay. And how do you dress that? He's like, I'm not gonna wear a shirt. I'm just gonna wear a vest and a hat. I'm like, okay. I was like, all right, bro.
That's gonna be awesome. Ride a horse.
Every time like you're on the 95-inch, like yeah, he'll walk by. He's like, that's the evil cowboy.
Yep, I'm gonna have a Western accent too, for real, man. He said you could ride horses in New Orleans. Not sure about Vegas. I'm not sure what the rules are. But we gonna find out. I know we had a ranch here in the Bronx, but the owner legitimately got murdered. You believe that shit? Somebody ran up in there and killed him. Somebody ran
like
up in
cowboy
there.
style?
I don't know. I know it's right up here by where I live, and somebody ran up in there and he was found dead. Like they tore his ass up, man. It was crazy, and they closed down. I was like, sheesh, I was bugged out. That was awful. Goodness, man. Focus boy, where you at, brother? Outside. Yeah, but I'm not mad at what's his bitch name? Ian's wife. I'll just call her Ian's wife. She's winning. She got 2 dudes in the house. One is a nutritionist. The other one is the workhorse taking shit in the ring. She got 1 baby, right? About to spit out the other one. And then she got this book out. And now women are saying, yo, look, she's doing something right. I need to know what she knows. Man, if Ian was smart, he needs to get the pimping, man. He needs to get the pimping. Get the pimping. Tell her to ride that book. Resurrect that book. Write another one. Go on tour. Start a YouTube. Do all of that stuff. Fuck that. This is wild. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, but he has to precursor and like get the publishing rights.
Yeah.
Get like basically manage it under the LLC. And be like, listen, we'll pay you this much and we'll give you royalties on this much, but then everything's underneath the LLC.
He's 26. You think he's that bright?
Dude, I know 30-year-old boxers that are not that bright.
Yeah.
Well, let me take it back. It's not that they're not bright, they're just fucking hard-headed. How about that?
Oh man.
Like, I've been telling this game to so many younger fighters, like, oh no, blah, blah, blah. I ain't gonna get her pregnant. I'm like, okay.
Oh man. 13 kids later.
That's what everybody says.
13 kids later, what you got? You got a problem. You got a major problem. Unbelievable, man. Focus ball, man. What's going on with you, man? Tell me about this kid, Ian.
Hey, what's up, man? Salute, Drew. Salute, Rachel. Man. You know, I'm not gonna go in too hard on him because my cousin trains out of the same campus. He trains out here in Florida. I was surprised that in his last fight, my cousin walked him out. But so I won't rag on him too hard. But when he came into the UFC, he was kind of presented as like the next Conor McGregor. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even did some Conor lines at some of the press conference. You better shut your fucking mouth. Like, shut up. That's a Conor line. But he was presented as that, and he's definitely a good fighter. Like when it comes to just the fighting, he's a great fighter. But his age and immaturity is obvious.
Right.
And the first time I stopped, like that dude got under my skin was when he put Jeff Neal's mugshot on a T-shirt. And so that was his wife's idea, by the way.
Of course, she's always thinking on her feet.
She ran the whole thing. He didn't even come up with it. She came up with it. She the only thing he did was look at it at the end and go, yeah, that looks good. She got the whole company together. She printed them up, started a whole business. She's selling them. You can buy these T-shirts. They made a lot of money off of that.
They fought yet?
Yeah. No. Jeff Neal, I think he got injured or something, and he had to pull out. Damn. I think so.
Yeah, he want to kick his ass because that for those of you that don't know, it's this T-shirt right there. Yeah, I'd want to bust his ass too. That's just crazy disrespectful. We see her smile. Now that I know that that's her idea, look at her face now. Don't she look a little different now? That bitch.
Yep.
That
Still
bitch.
can't find Kovalev mugshot.
Yeah, can't find it nowhere. So they're trying to build this kid as the next infamous one. Does the skill set match? Is he really that good? Because I know nothing about him.
He's decent. I mean, he's not bad. He's not a bad fighter. But as with all these dudes, you gotta wait till they get up to the top and fight some. Actually, he did beat Neil Magny. That's a pretty good name. Yeah, I'll give the kid his credit. He's good. He's good.
Okay.
But I don't know how good. You know what I mean?
Right. What weight is he in?
170.
Okay. So who's in this division that's a legitimate threat?
Let me see. In that division 170, who's the champion? Oh, Leon Rocky Edwards.
Watcher say he's trash. Watcher don't like him. Watcher say he's trash.
I was trying to be nice because I think Neil Magny's good and he beat Neil Magny, so I wouldn't be able to say that. But him and my cousin fight in the same division, and I heard that the dude might have gotten kicked out of that gym recently, or there's some trouble going on in the gym. So I would like to see them fight, but I don't think he's got much for the champion.
Okay, what's his record?
I'm not too sure what his record is.
Is he undefeated? Is that 170 in the UFC middleweight? I don't know, the weights be all bugged out. Like 175 be like middleweight, you know, in boxing, that's light heavyweight. So what's going on here? Joe Townsend, what up? Dave Bill Thomas. I know Ray said she'll be right back. Yeah, man. Dave said they charging the black dude who stabbed Derek Chauvin. I knew they would charge him. I knew that. Watch it. That's welterweight in MMA? 175 is welterweight? God damn. Holy crap. Well, ain't that something? That's something else. Oh yeah, they're very different. They're very, 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 very different. Yeah, this is there you go.
Yeah, my bad about that.
All right.
I would like to see that Jeff Neal fight though. I think Jeff Neal beats his ass.
Well, he has a lot of time to heal up and a lot of motivation because that shirt is a pisser.
Yep.
And the fact that she made a business out of those shirts, I don't know how much they made off of that, but if she thinks on her feet like that, he needs to be quicker. Because you know, you're leaving your life in the hands of your significant other. And your significant other, like her, she's putting out books like that. She's ahead of the game. You know, and if we don't know what they're talking about behind the scenes, you know, but if he don't get a hold of that, she's gonna get a hold of his wealth that he generates off of getting kicked around in the goddamn cage. And that's what Rachel was talking about. These guys got to get better. You know, these guys got to get better as far as their income is concerned, as far as their revenue generated.
My wife made a real good point. She was like, if he leaves her, what he's gonna have to pay child support for the kid that's not his too.
Oh, God. He inherited that shit, man. He has nothing. This is going to be a classic example of when it's done, if it's done, and I'm not wishing that on him. But in the event the worst case scenario happens, he's going to be fighting to make the ends meet. You understand? That's just horrible, man.
Well, I mean, wishing him all the best, despite the fact that he did two things messed up to two black dudes. But if I'm just saying, she's been married before and walked away from that. It wasn't like there was some serious domestic issue. They just said, oh, it didn't work out. Well, perhaps it didn't work out because she was looking for an athlete, not an athlete.
In the book.
Exactly. And she got what she was looking for, and she hooked you up too. No hard feelings. In fact, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a play from both of them.
You might be right.
They might still be together.
Somebody's pimping. But listen, we could have it all wrong. You know, I mean, this could be one big work. This could be something that they're just into.
Yeah, I feel like that. I was just about to say, man, I've seen scenarios like white people get down like that. That's one. Someone said in the comment section, like, no disrespect, but white people get down like that. They be wife swapping and sharing. And
I mean, this really could be nothing. It's foreign to most, but normalized to them. And we just out here, you know, talking about it. I'm just saying it looked weird. And when you sent me everything, I said, this can't be. I mean, this is beyond Tyler Perry type shit. This is some next level shit, but it's not dysfunctional if they can coexist.
So either it's some weirdo mess going on up in there, or it's or he's getting finessed. Either he's getting finessed or he's really with it because there's some weirdo stuff going on that they're not ready to talk about.
And that's just it. If we deem it as weirdo, but if it's normal, then they're fine.
Yep.
They're fine. It just works for them.
Do it.
You got 3 people, 3 incomes in one household, and the kids get raised. Then between him and the nutritionist and her, you know, getting bread how she get it, They could create a small
little happy family.
Yeah, a happy family.
With 2 beta males, and them kids grow up to be beta males though, because they don't know what a man looks like. Because both of you, because y'all niggas is sharing pussy. Sorry, ain't none of y'all real ass niggas, bro. Them kids don't have no example of what a man is, because that's lame. Because here's what a real man does, bro. I got 2 women, not 1 woman. Got 2 men in your house, and you working.
Bro,
you set the wrong example for your son, dog.
This is some stellar stuff, man. But I'm not mad at her. You know, I'm not mad at her. She's winning. You tell a chick exactly this. Exactly. Send it to any chick. Imagine if you just go to a woman and say, Demon, what up? Imagine if you just go to a woman and say, imagine if you got a new man. He's 14 years younger than you. He can kick ass. All right. Could be the next MMA star. All right. You're about to carry his kid. He's taking responsibility for your other kid. Right? Yeah, Demon, Monday. We can pull up Monday. And you can have your ex-husband move into the crib and be his dietitian. Ask a chick. Oh, no doubt, babe. I'm about to close this up anyway, Rach. It's all good. Ask any woman. Would that be okay with you? They'll be like, yeah, that's a win. That's a win. And you know what? I don't feel sorry for this dude. These cats, all of the UFC alumni, they're trying to warn him. Don't warn him. He's all right. He's fine. Just like this fool Zion Williams, whatever the hell's name. Okay, bro. We'll check with you in about 10 years. These kids getting got left and right, man. It's all right. Dapper Don's in that super chat. Salute. He said, a man learns best when he get burned. Prop Joe. I'm a young buck that spent the night in a high maintenance 38-year-old Latina that dates rich men. Easy, Dre. Yo, man. I got an idea for another show, man. And you know what? I gotta have an open panel for that show. Y'all will see it, and I'll specify open panel because this is actually quite common, but how you handle it makes or breaks you. Now it's weird to us, but it might be normalized. For all we know, she's showing him something. She's introduced 50 Shades of Grey type shit. I don't know if you saw the movie.
Nah, I heard about it.
But the thing was, you know, he was doing all this weird shit to this girl, but it came a point where when it came time for him to explain where he got it from, he was submissive to some other chick, and he had him running around with gag balls in his mouth and all kinds of weird shit. It was crazy. So you can't groom a kid that's already grown. He should know better. The thing is, he might be into this.
Yep.
You understand? He might be. He
might
be walking
him
around the house with dog collars, spiked dog collars. You understand? I mean, this is, you know, we might be just making a big deal out of this over nothing. Well, I'm not really making a big deal out of it. I just thought it was an amazing story. And I think it's very important to point out that I'm not mad at her because she's winning. Yep. She got 2 niggas in the same house. One is the ex-husband, one is the real husband, one is a potential rock star. The other one is feeding him proper nutrition. Here, you feed him. Make sure he's eating right and winning because I need him around, and you feed him, and then whatever. And I got the babies.
She got the dick too.
Listen, yo, she banging both of those dudes, yo.
100%.
She banging both of those dudes. I ain't even gonna get into it, man.
Because there's no reason for him to live in the house, bro. He got money. You paying him. You got a good job. You a nutritionist.
Yep.
You could have your own shit. You live in there because you want to live there, and you want him to live there. Y'all all cool with that?
Yeah, they winning. They winning, man. Yo, I got to get out of here. I got to get up early, man. Yo, let them know how they can find you, good brother.
Hey, yo, Ian Lion, you don't know. Check me out, focusballs.com, if you want to take your striking game to the next level, and subscribe to my channel for videos on history. Martial arts
please
history,
put up
black
the link
martial arts history.
for that video.
Oh, yeah.
That video is so dope.
Man, our Black Americans, we have our own martial arts. Long before other martial arts came to America, we did have our own martial arts. And there were famous prize fighters that used it across the globe, across America. So I cover a lot of that on my channel, Hidden Black Martial Arts. I got a video called Heavy Dick Miller, a dude that was famous for banging chicks and beating dudes up with American Capoeira. So check that out. I'll put a link in the chat.
Yeah, please put that link in the chat. Y'all got to see this video. I couldn't believe it. I never heard of this brother. Y'all got to see this. I was like, yo, what is this? He needs his own documentary or movie. Or anime.
On the chat real quick.
Please put that in the chat, brother.
All right. Done.
But you already know what time it is, man. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Earlier today, somebody, let me see. Renato Jimenez said, undercover tank mod blocked me on all right. I'll go and get him out. Damn, that shit was crazy. But salute to y'all, man. We'll be back here on Monday. You know what I mean? And y'all keep grinding. Salute to y'all, man. Catch you on the rebound. Peace.